Hello, my name is Joe Falocco. It rhymes with Morocco. I'm reading Mr. Webb, and I'm being assisted by Professor Barnes. Well, George, how are you?
I'm fine. Mr. Webb, what common sense could there be in a superstition like that?
Well, George, on the wedding morning, a girl's head's full of, clothes and one thing and another. Don't you think that's probably it?
Yes? I never thought of that.
Girl's apt to be a mite nervous on her wedding day.
Gee, I wish a person could get married without all that marching up and down.
Every man that's ever lived has felt that way, George, but it hasn't been any use. It's the women folk who've built up weddings, my boy. For a while now, the women have had it all their own. Man looks pretty small at a wedding, George. All those good women standing shoulder to shoulder, making sure that the knot's tied in a mighty public way.
Well, you believe in it, don't you, Mr. Webb?
I am. Oh, yes, don't misunderstand me, George. Marriage is a wonderful thing. Don't forget that, George.
No, sir. Mr. Webb, how old were you when you got married?
Well, you see, I'd been to college, and I'd taken a little time to get settled. But Mrs. Webb, she wasn't much older than what Emily is. Oh, age hasn't got much to do with it, George, compared with other things.
What were you going to say, Mr. Webb?
I don't know. Was I going to say something? George, I was remembering the other night the advice my father gave me when I got married. Yeah. He said, Charles, he said, start right off showing who's boss. Best thing to do is give an order about something, even if it don't make sense, just so she'll learn to obey, he said. Then, he said, if anything about her irritates you, her conversation or anything, get right up and leave the house. That'll make it clear to her. And oh yes, he said, never let your wife know how much money you have. Never.
Well, I couldn't exactly...
So I took the opposite of his advice, and I've been happy ever since. So let that be a lesson to you, never to ask the advice of anybody on personal matters. Thank you.